Lesson 1: The importance of safe driving.
Good afternoon, Anna. I wanted to discuss the issue of driving safety, as it is quite pressing.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds important. What specific aspects of driving safety are you concerned about?
I have noticed that many drivers tend to drive fast and take risks on the road. This behavior contributes significantly to accidents.
You are absolutely right. The urgency to reach a destination often leads to reckless driving, which can be dangerous for everyone.
Indeed. A high proportion of serious accidents are caused by speeding and aggressive maneuvers, which is a serious concern.
It is alarming to think about the potential consequences of such actions. Have you seen any measures to address this issue?
Some cities have implemented stricter speed limits and increased police presence to enforce safe driving practices.
That is a positive step. Public awareness campaigns can also be beneficial in educating drivers about the importance of safety.
Exactly. Programs focused on defensive driving techniques can help instill better habits among motorists.
Defensive driving can certainly make a difference. It teaches drivers to anticipate potential dangers and react calmly.
Have you ever taken a defensive driving course yourself?
Yes, I have, and it was quite enlightening. I learned valuable techniques that significantly improved my driving skills.
That is wonderful to hear. Sharing such experiences can encourage others to prioritize their safety on the road.
Absolutely. It is crucial for everyone to understand the risks associated with reckless driving and the importance of taking responsibility.
I agree. Safe driving not only protects oneself but also ensures the safety of others on the road.
Thank you for bringing up this vital topic, John. It is a conversation worth having to promote safer roads for all.
I appreciate your insights, Anna. Together, we can advocate for safer driving practices and make a positive impact on our communities.
Lesson 2: The Art of Smart Shopping.
Good afternoon, Anna. I understand you are planning to go shopping this weekend.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I am quite excited. I have been looking forward to discovering some new items.
That is wonderful. However, do not forget to check the price too. Being mindful of your budget is important.
You are absolutely right. It can be easy to get carried away while shopping, especially when there are so many appealing options.
Exactly. It is wise to keep a list of what you need. This can help you stay focused and avoid unnecessary purchases.
I agree. Having a list will make the shopping experience more efficient. I also want to ensure that everything fits my style and needs.
That is crucial. Trying on clothes or checking the fit of items can save you from potential disappointments later.
Definitely. I have made that mistake in the past, purchasing items that I later realized did not fit properly.
Many people have experienced that. It highlights how important it is to be patient and thorough while shopping.
Yes, I will take my time and assess each item carefully. I want to make purchases I will enjoy for a long time.
That is a great approach. Additionally, you could compare prices at different stores. This could lead to better deals.
That is an excellent suggestion. I always appreciate a good bargain while shopping.
Many stores also have loyalty programs or discounts for first-time customers, which can be advantageous.
I will definitely look into that as well. Saving money while shopping is always a bonus.
I am glad we discussed these tips, Anna. Shopping can be a delightful experience when approached wisely.
Lesson 3: Offering help and friendship.
Good afternoon, Anna. I wanted to check in and see if there is anything else I can help with today.
Good afternoon, John. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. I believe I have everything I need for now.
That is great to hear. If you ever require assistance in the future, please do not hesitate to reach out.
I appreciate your willingness to help. It is comforting to know I can rely on you.
Definitely. Friends should always support one another. After all, we are all in this journey together.
I completely agree. Just knowing that I have a friend like you makes a difference.
Thank you, Anna. I enjoy our friendship and the meaningful conversations we share.
I do as well. It is refreshing to engage in thoughtful discussions with someone who understands.
Speaking of which, I was thinking we could plan an activity together soon. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful. I would love to spend some quality time together. Any ideas in mind?
Perhaps we could go for a hike or visit a local gallery. Both options would allow us to explore and enjoy nature or art.
I am excited about either option. I always find that spending time outdoors rejuvenates my spirit.
Likewise, nature has a way of refreshing our minds and providing clarity.
Absolutely. Let us finalize the details soon. I look forward to our adventure together.
No worries. Just bring yourself, and we will have a great time. See you soon, Anna.
Lesson 4: The Origins of America's National Parks.
Good afternoon, Anna. I recently discovered some interesting historical facts about America's national parks.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds intriguing. What did you learn?
I found out that there was no national park system in America until 1872. That year marked the establishment of Yellowstone National Park.
That is remarkable. Yellowstone was the first national park in the world, was it not?
Yes, it was. The creation of Yellowstone set a precedent for the conservation of natural beauty and wildlife.
It is fascinating how forward-thinking those individuals were in recognizing the need to preserve such landscapes.
Absolutely. They understood the importance of protecting nature for future generations to enjoy.
I wonder what inspired the movement to establish national parks at that time.
The Industrial Revolution had led to rapid development, which threatened natural environments. Activists believed it was essential to safeguard these areas.
That makes sense. The contrast between urbanization and untouched nature likely fueled the conservation movement.
Exactly. The establishment of national parks has become a cornerstone of environmental protection in the United States.
It is wonderful to see that the idea of national parks has spread around the world since then.
Indeed. Many countries have adopted similar systems to protect their natural landscapes and biodiversity.
Visiting national parks allows individuals to connect with nature and appreciate its beauty.
I agree. Each park offers unique experiences and opportunities for exploration, making them essential destinations for travelers.
I look forward to visiting more national parks in the future. Each visit feels like a journey into a different world.
It is an adventure worth having, Anna. We should plan a trip to one of the national parks together.
Lesson 5: Planning an exciting trip.
Good afternoon, Anna. Hi, I heard you are planning a trip. Where are you thinking of going?
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I am quite excited. I am considering a visit to Italy.
Italy sounds amazing. What cities are you planning to explore during your trip?
I hope to visit Rome, Florence, and Venice. Each city has its own unique charm and history.
Those are excellent choices. Rome is rich in ancient history, and the architecture there is breathtaking.
I have always wanted to see the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. They are such iconic landmarks.
Indeed, they are. Florence is also known for its art and museums. The Uffizi Gallery is a must-see.
I agree. I cannot wait to immerse myself in the incredible art and culture.
Furthermore, do not forget to try authentic Italian cuisine. The food is an essential part of the experience.
Absolutely. I am particularly eager to sample traditional pasta and gelato.
You will not be disappointed. Each region offers specialties that reflect its local ingredients and traditions.
That makes the trip even more exciting. Do you have any recommendations for activities while I am there?
I suggest taking a cooking class to learn how to make Italian dishes. It can be a fun and educational experience.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I would love to learn from local chefs.
Additionally, consider exploring the countryside. Tuscany, for example, offers beautiful landscapes and charming vineyards.
I have heard wonderful things about Tuscany. A wine tour would be delightful.
That would certainly enhance your trip. Exploring the vineyards will create unforgettable memories.
Thank you for your suggestions, John. I am more enthusiastic about my trip now.
I am glad to hear that, Anna. I hope you have a wonderful adventure in Italy filled with exploration and joy.
Lesson 6: The importance of politeness.
Good afternoon, Anna. I wanted to discuss the concept of politeness in social situations.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds intriguing. What aspect of politeness do you have in mind?
I believe that common manners, such as not talking with your mouth full, are essential. Some may overlook these simple rules.
You are absolutely right. Such behaviors may seem like common sense, yet they are crucial for respectful communication.
Exactly. Being polite is mostly about being considerate of others and creating a pleasant environment during interactions.
I completely agree. Little gestures, such as saying please and thank you, can significantly impact how our words are received.
Yes, they reflect appreciation and kindness. It demonstrates that we value the people we are communicating with.
Furthermore, good manners can help mitigate misunderstandings and build positive relationships.
You make an excellent point, Anna. Politeness can also discourage conflicts and foster a more harmonious atmosphere.
Exactly, and it sets a positive example for those around us, especially younger generations who are still learning social norms.
Indeed. It is essential to model polite behavior in our communities to encourage a culture of respect.
I often find that the way we present ourselves and engage with others can leave a lasting impression.
Absolutely. Politeness not only reflects our upbringing but also our character and values.
It certainly does. I am grateful for the emphasis on manners in my life, as it has shaped the way I interact with others.
I share your gratitude, Anna. Let us continue to promote politeness in our interactions and inspire those around us.
Lesson 7: The Journey of Musical Growth.
Good afternoon, Anna. I have been reflecting on the journeys of aspiring musicians lately.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds intriguing. What observations have you made about these journeys?
I like to see people who start off not knowing very much, if anything, and go on to be very good at creating music. Their progress is inspiring.
That is truly commendable. Witnessing someone evolve as an artist is a beautiful experience.
Exactly. It requires dedication and perseverance to transform initial uncertainty into musical skill.
I appreciate how music can serve as an expressive outlet. It allows individuals to communicate their emotions.
Absolutely. For many, music becomes a personal journey of self-discovery and creativity.
Have you encountered any musicians whose transformations particularly impressed you?
Yes, a friend of mine started playing guitar just a few years ago. She struggled at first but now performs at local venues.
That is fantastic. Her determination must have played a significant role in her progress.
It certainly did. She dedicated countless hours to practice, which fueled her growth as a musician.
It also speaks to the importance of having a supportive environment. Encouragement can make a tremendous difference.
I completely agree. Support from friends and family can motivate individuals to pursue their musical aspirations.
It would be wonderful to create a network that fosters emerging talent. It could help many turn their dreams into reality.
That is a brilliant idea, Anna. Such a platform could provide resources and build a community of passionate musicians.
I am excited just thinking about it. Connecting with others who share similar interests can be a powerful catalyst for creativity.
Indeed, it would enrich the musical landscape. I look forward to seeing more beginners transform into confident artists.
Lesson 8: The benefits of in-store shopping.
Good afternoon, Anna. I understand you have been shopping recently. How was your experience?
Good afternoon, John. My experience was quite pleasant. However, I must say I prefer shopping in physical stores.
That is interesting. What do you find appealing about shopping in person?
Firstly, I find it easier to return or exchange items when I shop in physical stores. The process tends to be more straightforward.
I completely agree. Dealing directly with a salesperson can resolve issues much more efficiently than online returns.
Exactly. It allows for immediate communication, which often reduces misunderstandings.
Additionally, trying items on before purchasing is a significant advantage. It ensures a proper fit and reduces disappointment.
That is an excellent point. I feel more confident making a purchase when I can see and feel the product firsthand.
Furthermore, the instant gratification of taking home your purchase immediately cannot be underestimated.
Absolutely. Waiting for deliveries can be frustrating, especially when you are excited about a new item.
Have you ever encountered any challenges while shopping in physical stores?
One challenge is the crowd. Sometimes, busy stores can feel overwhelming, especially during sales.
Yes, busy shopping periods can be challenging. However, I believe the energy of a bustling store can also be quite invigorating.
That is true. The atmosphere can be lively and engaging, making the shopping experience more enjoyable.
Ultimately, both online and in-store shopping have their benefits and drawbacks. It depends on individual preferences.
I agree, John. I appreciate being able to choose based on my mood and needs at the time.
It is indeed a balanced approach to shopping. Let us continue to explore both options and enjoy the best of each.
Lesson 9: The joy of culinary exploration.
Good afternoon, Anna. I hope you are doing well.
Good afternoon, John. I am doing well, thank you. Speaking of cooking, have you tried any new recipes lately?
Yes, I recently experimented with a Thai green curry. It was an exciting challenge.
That sounds delicious. I have always wanted to learn how to make authentic Thai curry.
It is quite rewarding. The combination of fresh herbs and spices creates an incredible flavor profile.
I can imagine. Did you use any special ingredients that made it stand out?
Yes, I used fresh basil, lemongrass, and lime leaves. These ingredients really elevate the dish.
Those ingredients are wonderful. I find that using fresh herbs can make all the difference in cooking.
Absolutely. Fresh ingredients enhance the taste and make the cooking process more enjoyable.
Have you considered trying any other cuisines in your culinary adventures?
I am planning to explore Mediterranean cuisine next. The variety of flavors and dishes is captivating.
That sounds delightful. Mediterranean food is known for its health benefits and vibrant flavors.
Yes, I am particularly interested in making homemade falafel and tabbouleh.
Those dishes are fantastic. I love how they showcase fresh vegetables and herbs.
Indeed. Cooking can be a wonderful way to connect with different cultures through their food.
I agree. Each recipe tells a story and reflects the traditions of its origin.
I would love to have a cooking session together sometime. We could explore new recipes and enjoy the process.
That sounds like a lot of fun, John. I look forward to creating delicious dishes and sharing our culinary experiences.
I am excited too, Anna. Cooking together will surely be a memorable adventure filled with flavor.
Lesson 10: Combining Learning and Creativity.
Good afternoon, Anna. I have heard that you are delving into a creative project lately.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I have been experimenting with dance. Sometimes, I follow online tutorials, but I also design my own sequences.
That sounds fascinating. Combining structured learning with personal creativity can yield wonderful results.
I agree. Online tutorials provide a solid foundation. They help me learn new techniques and styles effectively.
It is impressive that you can learn from diverse instructors worldwide through online resources.
Indeed, and it allows for greater flexibility in my practice. I can choose what to learn at my own pace.
That is a significant advantage. What aspects do you enjoy most about designing your own dance sequences?
I love the freedom of expression it offers. Creating my own choreography allows me to reflect my emotions and personal style.
That is a beautiful way to connect with your art. How do you usually begin the process of designing a sequence?
I typically start by selecting a piece of music that resonates with me. Then, I envision the movements that align with the rhythm and mood.
That sounds like a rewarding process. Music truly enhances the emotional depth of dance.
Absolutely. I also incorporate various techniques I learned from tutorials to enrich my choreography.
That fusion of techniques can create a unique dance style. It sounds like you are developing your artistic voice.
I hope so. I believe that combining learned skills with personal creativity leads to authentic expression.
I could not agree more. Have you considered sharing your choreographed sequences with others?
I have thought about it. Sharing my work could inspire others and encourage them to explore their creativity.
That is a wonderful idea. Your journey could motivate others to blend learning with personal expression.
Thank you, John. I appreciate your encouragement. I am excited to see where this journey takes me.
I look forward to witnessing your growth, Anna. Your creativity knows no bounds.
Lesson 11, Curiosity on the Sidewalk.
Good afternoon, Anna. I noticed you were staring at something on the sidewalk. What is that big thing you are curious about?
Good afternoon, John. I am not entirely sure what it is. It looks rather peculiar and out of place.
It certainly does. Perhaps it is an outdoor art installation or a public utility item, like a recycling bin.
That is a possibility. It seems too large for just a simple bin, though. I wonder if it has a special purpose.
It could be a piece of urban furniture. Sometimes cities place interesting objects to enhance public spaces.
That makes sense. Such installations can provide seating or encourage social interaction among pedestrians.
Exactly. They can transform ordinary sidewalks into vibrant gathering spots.
I appreciate when cities invest in art and creativity. It adds character to the urban environment.
Indeed. Spaces that foster interaction often lead to stronger community bonds.
I hope we can learn more about this object. Perhaps it has a plaque or description nearby.
That would be helpful. It might explain its significance or the artist's intention behind it.
I am curious to see if it sparks any interesting thoughts or conversations among passers-by.
It certainly has already attracted our attention. Curiosity often leads to discovery.
Yes. I enjoy exploring unexpected elements in my surroundings. There is always something new to learn.
I share your enthusiasm. Let us investigate further and see what stories this object holds.
Lesson 12, The Importance of Customer Service.
Good afternoon, Anna. I wanted to chat about the role of customer service in various businesses.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds interesting. Customer service is indeed crucial for any successful organization.
I completely agree. For instance, when clients have questions or face challenges, it is essential that we can arrange for a staff member to assist them right away.
That is an excellent point. Quick assistance can significantly enhance customer satisfaction and loyalty.
Exactly. Customers appreciate prompt responses to their inquiries. It makes them feel valued and respected.
I have noticed that businesses that prioritize customer service tend to have better reputations and higher retention rates.
Yes, they do. Additionally, well-trained staff can diffuse potential issues before they escalate into larger problems.
That is a vital aspect. Empowering employees with the right tools and knowledge ensures they can effectively assist customers.
Have you ever experienced exceptional customer service that made a lasting impression on you?
Yes, I once visited a restaurant where the staff was incredibly attentive. They anticipated my needs and provided recommendations without being intrusive.
That sounds amazing. It truly demonstrates the impact of genuine hospitality.
It does. Such experiences can transform a routine visit into a memorable one.
I strive to emulate that level of service in my work. It is rewarding to make a positive difference in someone's day.
I admire that mindset. Focusing on the customer experience should be a priority for every business.
Absolutely. Continuous improvement in customer service will lead to long-term success and customer loyalty.
Thank you for this insightful discussion, John. I believe we can inspire others to embrace exceptional customer service.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Anna. Together, we can promote the values that truly enhance the customer experience.
Lesson 13: A memorable encounter at kindergarten.
Good afternoon, Anna. I heard you recently attended a meeting at your child's kindergarten.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I did. My mother spoke to the kindergarten teacher during the meeting, and I must say, the teacher was very nice.
That is wonderful to hear. A positive relationship with teachers can greatly benefit children's early education.
Absolutely. The teacher has such a warm demeanor. She created a welcoming atmosphere that made everyone feel at ease.
That is essential for young children. Feeling comfortable encourages them to engage and participate actively.
I noticed that during the meeting, the teacher took the time to answer all parents' questions thoughtfully. It was impressive.
It sounds like she truly cares about her students and their families. That level of dedication can have a lasting impact.
It certainly does. My mother appreciated the teacher's willingness to share insights about the children's progress.
Open communication is vital in fostering a supportive educational environment. It helps build trust between teachers and parents.
I agree. My mother felt reassured knowing that her concerns were heard and valued.
It is great to have a teacher who prioritizes building relationships with both students and their families.
Yes, I believe that collaborative efforts between parents and teachers lead to better learning experiences for children.
I could not agree more. It appears that your child's kindergarten is off to an excellent start.
Thank you, John. I am hopeful that this positive environment will encourage my child to thrive.
I am confident it will. Supportive educators play a crucial role in shaping young minds for a bright future.
Lesson 14: Discovering personal style while shopping.
Good afternoon, Anna. I heard you went shopping recently.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I did. It was quite an enjoyable experience.
I am glad to hear that. Did you have any particular style in mind while shopping?
Absolutely. I was looking for a mix of casual and elegant pieces. I wanted something versatile for different occasions.
That sounds like a smart approach. Versatility can significantly enhance a wardrobe.
Indeed. I am trying to build a collection of outfits that can transition seamlessly from day to night.
That is a wonderful idea. How did you go about selecting the items?
I focused on neutral colors for the base pieces, which can easily be paired with bolder accessories.
That makes perfect sense. Accessories can truly elevate a simple outfit and showcase personal flair.
Exactly. I also paid attention to the quality of the fabrics. Comfort is just as important as style.
I completely agree. Investing in quality pieces can make a big difference in how one feels throughout the day.
Have you ever had an experience where you found a perfect item that matched your style?
Yes, I once found a tailored jacket that complemented many of my outfits. It became a staple in my wardrobe.
That is fantastic. Finding such versatile items is always rewarding.
It certainly is. It is important to identify pieces that resonate with your personal style.
I believe that personal style should reflect one's personality and confidence.
Absolutely, Anna. Embracing your individuality through fashion can inspire others to express themselves as well.
Thank you for this delightful conversation, John. It has encouraged me to continue exploring my style further.
I am happy to hear that, Anna. Your unique style journey will undoubtedly lead to exciting discoveries.
Lesson 15: Lessons in Courage.
Good afternoon, Anna. I recently heard you had an inspiring experience with a young girl named Amy.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, that day was truly remarkable. I learned a lot from Amy. She showed incredible resilience.
That sounds profound. What was it about her actions that left such an impression on you?
I saw a brave girl who would not give up despite facing challenges. Her determination was truly inspiring.
That is impressive. What specific challenges was she facing?
Amy was trying to master a difficult skill in her dance class. Many of her peers struggled, but she kept practicing tirelessly.
It takes great courage to keep trying when things get tough. How did she manage to stay motivated?
I believe her passion for dance fueled her spirit. She loved the art form and wanted to improve for herself, not just for others.
That is a valuable lesson. Pursuing one's passion can provide the strength needed to overcome obstacles.
Absolutely. Watching her persistence made me reflect on my own goals and how I often hesitate when faced with difficulties.
It is eye-opening to realize how others can inspire us to push through our own challenges.
Indeed. After observing Amy, I felt motivated to tackle my own projects with renewed energy.
I admire how you took inspiration from her. It shows that courage can come in many forms.
Thank you, John. I think it is essential to share such stories of bravery to encourage others.
I completely agree, Anna. The impact of one person's courage can resonate with many others, sparking a chain of inspiration.
Lesson 16: Making Plans to Meet.
Good afternoon, Anna. Have you decided on a time to meet for our shopping trip?
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I was thinking about around 3 p.m. Does that work for you?
That sounds perfect. I prefer meeting in the afternoon. It gives us plenty of time to explore the stores.
I agree. Meeting in the afternoon allows us to enjoy our time without feeling rushed.
Additionally, the mall is usually less crowded at that time, making it easier to shop comfortably.
That is an excellent point. I often find that I can focus better when there are fewer distractions.
Exactly. I am looking forward to checking out the new arrivals at our favorite stores.
So am I. I have heard there are some exciting new collections. It will be interesting to see what they offer.
I also hope to find a few items for my upcoming trip. It will be great to have some fresh pieces.
That sounds like a great idea. We can help each other pick out items that suit our styles.
Indeed, having a shopping companion makes the experience much more enjoyable and productive.
I look forward to sharing our opinions and finding unique pieces together.
Likewise, Anna. Let us also consider grabbing a snack while we shop. There are many delicious options at the mall.
That is a wonderful suggestion. A snack will keep us energized for our shopping adventure.
Perfect. I will see you at the mall at 3 p.m. I am excited for our day out.
Lesson 17, a conversation about choices.
Good afternoon, Anna. I understand that you have been contemplating your preferences for social gatherings.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I have been reflecting on what to enjoy during these events. I do not smoke, but maybe a bottle of alcohol would be nice.
That sounds reasonable. Many people find that a moderate amount of alcohol can enhance social experiences.
Absolutely. It can create a relaxed atmosphere, especially when sharing stories with friends.
I agree. However, it is important to choose wisely and drink responsibly, as moderation is key.
Certainly. I enjoy the taste of certain wines or cocktails, but I understand that there are limits to consider.
Exactly. Being mindful of one's consumption ensures that the evening remains enjoyable and safe.
Another option could be to explore non-alcoholic beverages. There are many delicious mocktails available these days.
That is an excellent point. Non alcoholic drinks can be just as refreshing and offer unique flavors.
Yes, I appreciate that there are alternatives for those who prefer not to drink alcohol.
It is wonderful that society is becoming more inclusive by offering a variety of drinking options.
I believe it allows everyone to feel comfortable, regardless of their preferences.
Definitely. Socializing should be about connection and enjoyment, not about what one is drinking.
I am glad we discussed this topic. It has encouraged me to think more critically about my choices.
I am happy to hear that, Anna. Choosing the right drink can contribute to a positive experience for everyone involved.
Lesson 18, enhancing creativity with decoration.
Good afternoon, Anna. I heard you are working on a creative project.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I am. I recently decided to decorate my living space to make it more inviting.
That sounds delightful. That is a clever idea. Did you add any decorative elements to enhance the ambience?
I did. I incorporated various decorative items, such as colorful cushions and wall art, to create a warm atmosphere.
Those are wonderful choices. Colorful cushions can add a vibrant touch and make a space feel more comfortable.
Absolutely. I also hung fairy lights to create a cozy, enchanting effect during the evenings.
Fairy lights are a lovely addition. They can transform a simple room into a magical retreat.
I agree. I also brought in some houseplants to add a touch of nature.
That is a brilliant idea. Houseplants not only beautify a space but also improve air quality.
Yes. I feel that the greenery helps create a calming environment, which is essential for relaxation.
It sounds like you have put a lot of thought into your decor. Have you received feedback from friends or family?
I have. Everyone seems to appreciate the changes, and it has sparked interesting conversations during visits.
That is fantastic. A well-decorated space can facilitate social interaction and create a welcoming environment.
Certainly. I believe that creating a pleasant atmosphere contributes to a sense of belonging.
I could not agree more. It is amazing how decor can influence emotions and interactions in a space.
Thank you, John. I am glad we discussed this. I always enjoy sharing my creative endeavors.
I appreciate hearing about your projects, Anna. Your creativity continues to inspire others.
Lesson 19: Understanding Race Relations in Sports.
Good afternoon, Anna. I came across an interesting perspective regarding race relations in sports.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds intriguing. What did you discover?
The idea is that, like any institution, race relations in sports should be thought of for their long-term trends, not just individual incidents.
I completely agree with that viewpoint. Focusing solely on isolated events can often obscure the broader picture.
Exactly. Understanding historical context allows us to see how sports reflect society's evolving attitudes toward race.
Sports often serve as a microcosm for society. They can highlight both progress and persistent inequalities.
Indeed. Over the years, we have seen significant changes, such as the integration of athletes from diverse backgrounds.
That is an important advancement. However, challenges still exist, and addressing long-term trends is crucial for meaningful dialogue.
Absolutely. Acknowledging these trends can foster more profound discussions about inequality and the ways we can address them.
Additionally, it is vital for sports organizations to implement policies that promote diversity and inclusion.
Yes, proactive measures can encourage a more equitable environment for athletes of all backgrounds.
Role models in sports can also influence social change. They have the power to raise awareness about issues related to race.
That is true. When athletes use their platforms to advocate for equality, it can inspire a wider audience to engage with these critical issues.
It is inspiring to see how sports can contribute to social justice. This intersection of sports and race relations deserves ongoing attention.
I completely agree, Anna. By understanding the long-term implications of race relations in sports, we can work towards a more inclusive future.
Lesson 20: The Joy of Crafting.
Good afternoon, Anna. I recently read about the benefits of sunlight for creativity.
Good afternoon, John. I will keep that in mind. Exposure to natural light can indeed inspire artistic endeavors.
Absolutely. Sunlight can uplift one's mood, making it easier to engage in creative activities. What is your current crafting project?
I have been exploring various crafting techniques, especially in the realm of handmade cards. It is very therapeutic.
That sounds wonderful. Handmade cards can be a lovely way to express personal messages. Do you use any specific materials?
Yes, I primarily use cardstock, decorative paper, and embellishments like stickers and ribbons. They add a personal touch.
Those elements can indeed bring a card to life. Have you ever considered incorporating elements from nature, like dried flowers?
That is a fantastic idea. Including natural elements could add both texture and beauty to my designs.
Exactly. Nature can directly inspire and enhance artistic expression. It might create a unique appeal for your cards.
I appreciate your suggestions. I will definitely experiment with incorporating natural elements in my next project.
That sounds promising. Crafting allows for endless creativity and offers a wonderful outlet for self-expression.
I agree. It is fulfilling to create something unique that can bring joy to others.
Absolutely. Sharing your creations with friends and family can foster connections and spread happiness.
Thank you for the inspiring conversation, John. Crafting can indeed be a beautiful journey.
I am delighted to have shared these ideas, Anna. I look forward to seeing your wonderful creations.
Lesson 21: Cherished Family Moments.
Good afternoon, Anna. I have been reflecting on family traditions lately.
Good afternoon, John. That sounds interesting. What traditions do you cherish the most?
My uncle will often take my cousin and me to the movies. It has become a special bonding time for us.
That sounds delightful. Going to the movies can be a great way to share exciting stories and experiences.
Absolutely. We enjoy discussing the films afterward, sharing our thoughts and favorite scenes.
I can imagine how enjoyable that must be. I have a different tradition. I like to take my grandparents for walks.
That is a wonderful way to connect with them. Walking allows for meaningful conversations while enjoying nature.
Exactly. They love sharing stories from their childhood, which I find fascinating.
Those tales are often filled with valuable life lessons. It is wonderful that you have the opportunity to learn from their experiences.
Yes, I appreciate every moment spent with them. Their wisdom has shaped my perspective on life.
It sounds like both of our family traditions involve creating lasting memories. That is what makes them special.
I completely agree. Cherishing these moments strengthens our family bonds.
It is important to continue fostering these connections, especially in our busy lives.
Definitely. Making time for family is essential, and it enriches our lives in many ways.
Thank you for sharing your traditions, Anna. They remind me of the importance of family and the joy of spending time together.
Lesson 22: Embracing a healthier lifestyle.
Good afternoon, Anna. I heard you have been making some changes to your diet recently.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, I have. I have been trying to cut back on processed foods and eat more fruits and vegetables.
That sounds like a positive change. Incorporating more whole foods can significantly improve overall health.
Absolutely. I have noticed that I feel more energetic since making these adjustments.
That is great to hear. Which fruits and vegetables have you been enjoying the most?
I have been eating a lot of berries and leafy greens. They are both nutritious and versatile in various dishes.
Berries are fantastic. They are packed with antioxidants and can be easily added to smoothies or yogurt.
Yes, I love making smoothies with spinach and berries. It is a delicious way to consume healthy ingredients.
That sounds refreshing. Have you explored any new recipes that highlight your healthier choices?
I recently tried a quinoa salad with mixed vegetables. It was not only healthy but also very satisfying.
Quinoa is an excellent source of protein. It is impressive how nutritious meals can be both filling and flavorful.
I agree. I am discovering that cooking with fresh ingredients can spark creativity in the kitchen.
That is the beauty of cooking. Experimenting with different combinations can lead to delightful surprises.
Exactly. I feel motivated to continue this journey towards a healthier lifestyle.
I admire your dedication, Anna. Making these changes will benefit you in the long run.
Thank you, John. I appreciate the encouragement. It is easier to stay committed when I share my goals with others.
I completely understand. Together, we can inspire and support each other on our journey to better health.
Lesson 23: Troubleshooting together.
Good afternoon, Anna. I heard you were having some issues with your electronic device.
Good afternoon, John. Yes, nothing happens when I try to turn it on. It is quite frustrating.
I understand how that can be annoying. Have you checked the battery? Sometimes that is the simplest solution.
I have not checked the battery yet. That is a good idea, maybe it is completely drained.
It is worth examining. If the battery is dead, replacing it might resolve the problem quickly.
I will do that right away. Thank you for your helpful suggestion.
You are welcome. If the battery is not the issue, there could be other factors at play, such as a faulty charger.
Yes, I will look into that as well. I have noticed that the charger sometimes feels loose.
That could certainly affect the charging process. A loose connection might prevent the device from receiving power.
I appreciate your insights, John. It is always helpful to have a second opinion when troubleshooting.
I am glad to assist. We often overlook simple solutions in the heat of frustration.
You are right. Sometimes, taking a step back can provide clarity and help us find the root of the issue.
Definitely. If the problem persists after checking the battery and charger, you may need to consult a technician.
I hope it does not come to that. However, I appreciate your support. It makes tackling technical problems less daunting.
I am always here to help, Anna. Together, we can troubleshoot and overcome any challenge.